I think you two played off each other perfectly. He's a little more
I'm glad you guys had a chance to meet because he was more relaxed.
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you at the booth in a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. All right, thanks for taking care of that. Yeah, awesome.
Do you mind if I record?
No, not at all. No.
This is my business card.
Cool.
I'm Mark. Okay. So actually, this is something that I've been working on the side for a few years, and we're finally getting off the ground. I actually in the meantime, I've been working in water purification, and I've been writing. So I'm curious, as from a art director's perspective, what role did you have in developing the story? Did you add any of your input?
The story itself. Yeah, absolutely. The way that we work, like the core team of directors, on Human Revolution. So the game director JF and the narrative game designer Mary DeMarle, the producer David, and me, as the art director, is we worked very, very closely for the first 5-6 months all together at all aspects of the game. So I'd be designing part of my art direction in my corner, then I'd be presenting it to them, then I'd be discussing it, giving me pointers, or just pitching in stuff. Then also Mary and Jeff would be working on the story, and then they'd be presenting it to us. So definitely I've had, at a very high level, I've had a lot of inputs in terms of some of the themes and what could be, treated to in the game. Then when you really start getting into the actual kind of low-level story, like really what the dialogues are, what Adam says to I don't know who, what I like that. I mean, I had nothing to do with that. That's not my job, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But the actual, main story arc and the themes, like for example, the Icarus myth, the analogy to the to the Renaissance, are all ideas that I had a bit kind of like in my little corner. They were making my research for my art direction. But then, Mary and Jeff, they loved it. They thought it was really, really cool. And incorporated it in the mythos of the game. So yeah, it's like we all kind of bring in our own little things, and I definitely did have a bit of influences in it. Yeah.
How long did you think you personally worked on it from start to finish?
Like you want hours?
No,
it was 4 years.
It was 4 years.
4 years of my life, literally.
Pretty much working every day?
Every day, and I would say 60% of that time working weekends as well, and just eating it, breathing it, making myself almost literally clinically crazy over it.
Yeah. That was actually my next question.
It was huge. It was huge, man.
I mean, it's a really great game.
Thank you.
I would say it's probably more revolutionary compared to a lot of the other things that are on the stand.
Thank you very much.
And I guess my question is, divulging in conspiracy.
Yeah.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, do you start to believe in it? Did you believe in it before?
That's a really good question. In Human Revolution, as opposed to the first one, we wanted to maybe invent a little more our own conspiracy. Like, if you look at the first Deus Ex, I think it deals more with real-world conspiracies than we did in Human Revolution.
The PC version.
Yeah, the first DX, exactly, the PC version. Like it dealt a lot, you went to Area 51. You went to, there was this attack on the Statue of Liberty. You had the Greys, the aliens. So it was more. It really dealt with those kind of real world conspiracies. In Human Revolution, we have them. If, for example, you go to a FEMA camp, and there's a lot of stuff right now that are being talked about.
The theory.
The coffins, Alex Jones, all that stuff. But that's pretty much the only kind of real-world thing we have in Human Revolution in terms of conspiracy. The rest is really much the conspiracy is about, what the Illuminati wanted to do with the augmentations, and then, Hugh Darrow kind of went crazy, and he decided to fuck it up, and there's like the chip to control it, and all these things. So that one, we kind of invented it. But nonetheless, to really go back to your answer, I wouldn't say that Human Revolution made me believe less or more into all those conspiracies out there, but I'm someone who's still personally very interested in them, all this stuff, since 9/11 and all these things. And is it a false flag operation or not, or even if it isn't, like Building 7, like what the hell?
What was that? The first building in history?
What the fuck? And I was in Spain when I was actually in Madrid when that building, like in 2004, I think I was there traveling when that building that skyscraper burnt for like 72 hours, and it never
remember
even.
that?
I was there.
You were there?
It was lighting the city, like, and it didn't even it didn't even lose a degree. There's never been a building who crumbled for. So this whole, so I'm not saying is it true or not. I'm just saying, man, it's just something doesn't add up.
Something.
You know, something. I don't know what, and the physics behind it, whatever. Like, just something doesn't add up. Yeah, I'm curious by nature. You know, I think you need to be careful. That's all. I think Alex Jones is as fucking crazy as the people on the other side.
Absolutely.
He's a preacher, just like the other ones.
He's a fear monger.
He's a fear monger. I mean, you have at one point you need to just. It's important not to lose your rationality, is what I'm saying.
Because not everything can be a conspiracy.
Not everything can be conspiracy and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, they're really good, you know, material. You know, it's like you go to bed and you just watch something on YouTube before going to bed. You know, it's like, there's good documentaries.
Good
and
thinking,
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Now, how would you view the future after working on this game, pretty much drawing about the future, talking about it for 4 years? Has that shaped your influence of what you view the future will be?
Oh yeah. The future of our world.
Of our world.
Yeah. No, immensely. What was really important for us. I'll just wait for that. So what was very important for us is it's an anticipation. You know, it's not science fictions for the sake of science fiction. It's an anticipation of our future. So all the tech that we researched, all the tech that we have in the game, all the futuristic stuff we have in the game are all based on real things that we found or we read about and stuff like that. You know, we read a lot about the technological curve and where things are going and stuff like that. What companies like Nokia is developing or all sorts of things like this. So really, first we're like, oh, maybe we're making it too futuristic for a game that's only in 20 years, you know, because when we started in 2007, it was projected in 20 years in 2027. But now actually we have a say, me and Jeff, you know, the game director, that probably if we'll look at the game in 2027, if we boot up the game, we'll probably be laughing at like how low tech it's going to be compared to how it's going to be really in 20. It's going so fast, man.
Moore's laws, you're probably familiar with
that? Totally.
So, I mean, that's something that when you talk about life extension, are you familiar with Ray Kurzweil?
Oh, yeah, we read all the Ray Kurzweil's books.
You did?
And, yeah. Okay. We read like thousands books designing this game. So, I mean, you know, Ray says that the singularity is for 2030. I mean, is he right? Is he wrong? I don't know. But if he's right, it's fucked. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I always look at it two ways. I look at it the Terminator scenario.
Yeah.
But either way, when you look at it, let's say humans really do progress, we still have the one problem of natural resources, and that's, I think, where the conspiracies come into play. If we hit peak oil we hit peak oil discovery in 2006, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So that's something that
you need to take it into account. You know, exactly. You need to be able to manufacture all these things, and you know.
And you can't do it for 9 billion people.
No.
And that's
no way.
The question is it going to be riots or is it going to be actual?
And are all the conspiracies about population reduction, are they true? Like all these things, you know, that they want to bring the population down to just 1 billion.
Yeah.
And all these things.
The Georgia Guidestones. Things like that.
All these things, yeah.
All right. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to put in?
Not really. Those were cool questions, honestly. Right. You know, I must have given, I don't know now, like 500 interviews, and you had some questions in there that had never been asked before.
Really?
So, yeah. So it was really cool.
Thank you.
All right, man.
All right, I appreciate it.
All right, cool.
All right.